This week on the Mickey Shorts and More podcast, a surprise addition to the Nintendo Super Smash Bros. Ultimate game, Mickey Mouse skater shirts, new Mickey Mouse content on Disney Plus, and Keaton and I watched the Season 4, Episode 6 short called Shipped Out. All of that and more on this week's Mickey Shorts and More podcast. Hey Mickey Shortsters, welcome to this week's episode of the Mickey Shorts and More Disney podcast. My name is Steve.
And my name is Keaton.
And we are here to talk all things Mickey Mouse. For this week, we are recording on October 7th, which means we are in the midst of the Halloween season. If you can't tell, I can't wait to put up my Halloween lights and get the decorations out for one of my favorite times of year.
Each week, we watch a new Disney Mickey Mouse Mickey short and talk about it.
Exactly. And as I said earlier in the show, this week we are covering Season 4, Episode 6, called Shipped Out. Mickey and Minnie are going on a cruise, and they are going to find out about the ultimate cruise experience as they do so. So, Keaton, how goes life for you?
Good. I'm super excited to go to Disney.
Yes. How much time do we have left?
About 6 weeks.
About 6 weeks or so. Not that we're counting down or anything every single day. But the Disney parks are coming closer and closer, and we can't wait to go. And it's going to be cool. Now, as you can see, the Halloween lights are up here in the Mickey Shorts and More studio. We're eagerly plotting and planning away for this year's Halloween show, which ought to have all sorts of creeps and crawlies and fun stuff in it. So make sure to stay tuned for that later in the month of October. But for now, other than the Halloween lights, we're just going to continue on with a show as we normally would, which means it's time to start with some news.
Friends, loved ones, I've gathered you all here to tell you something important.
Now, we've got some cool stuff coming up this week in the world of news. And one of these came out this last Tuesday. We don't usually talk about this company because they're usually a competitor to Disney. But Nintendo had some interesting news that was released this last Tuesday. And that news is that a certain character from the popular video game series called Kingdom Hearts is going to be joining as the final fighter to the game Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Now, Keaton, I'm going to rely on your video game technical skill for this one because I don't know much about this. Tell me about this news.
I was super surprised when I saw a little Mickey Mouse ears. I was very surprised. There's like a little mini Mickey Mouse ears.
Right. Now, full disclosure, I am not a big video game guy. I mean, I love playing Animal Crossing and I love playing Disney Infinity. I mean, I'm big into those games, but like hand-eye coordination is not the strong skill set for me. So video games of certain kind have always been a challenge, but I've never played Kingdom Hearts before, so I was not familiar with this character. So last night when he said, hey, let's see what this is about, and I click on the video that's announcing this whole thing, he's wigging out. He's freaking out. He's like, what? This has got to be fan-made. This can't be real. And I'm like, I don't even know who this character is. And then we had to look online to see what the legitimate reaction for this thing was. And we watched some reaction videos, and people are flipping out. So apparently this is big news. This is awesome for the gaming community.
Yeah, most of the people are like, oh my gosh, and saying bad words.
And breaking every microphone level in the book as they're sitting there freaking out and screaming at their computers. So obviously this is a big deal, even though I've never heard of Sora before. But Keegan, you play Super Smash Brothers, don't you?
Yes, and definitely saving up for a Disney character.
Now, we do have some clarification. So for those of you that are kind of wondering what's going on as well, there is the game out there called Super Smash Bros. It is available, we have it on the Nintendo Switch. And there are fighters that are released throughout the years. The game's been around for 3 years or something like that, buddy? Something like that. It's been around for a while, and they've slowly released new characters, and they're finally at the point where they're like, we're done with this game, time to move on, we're going to release one last fighter, and that one last fighter was somebody from the Disney universe. Now, where this becomes interesting is often, from what I have read and studied, typically when this character is around, other common Disney characters are around, like Mickey and Donald and Goofy. So Nintendo needed to send out some clarification on this, and so they're making sure that people know that this character, isn't it? What is it? A he or she?
It's a he.
Okay, this character, his name is Sora, and only Sora will be being added to Nintendo's Super Smash Bros.
It'd be more of a surprise with Mickey. We'd definitely be talking about this.
And they have clarified that Mickey, Donald, and Goofy will not be joining the game. I'm guessing there's probably a lot more licensing that has to happen between Sora, who is I don't want to say unknown, because Sora is going to be known in the video game world. It's unknown to me, but I'm not a gamer. But it's going to be easier to take a licensed character like that and put them in a Nintendo game than one of the big Mickey Mouse, one of the big Disney characters like Mickey, Minnie, Donald, one of those. But that character is coming. So if you're a Disney fan and you play Super Smash Bros, this is a cool thing based on everyone's reaction, because people were flipping their lids at this news. Yeah. Obviously, I'm not the target audience here, but this is cool if you play video games, Super Smash Bros. And Kingdom Hearts. Now, speaking of things that are also not in my wheelhouse, not only am I not a gamer, I'm really not cool this week, but I'm not a gamer, and I'm also not a skater at all. My knees would hate me, and I would fall down and crack my head open. But even though I'm not a skater, I do appreciate some good skater type of merchandise. And Disney has been collaborating with a company called CDG. Never heard of these guys before, but I'm an old fogey. So they've collaborated with these guys to create a new line of shirts. It's a very black and white contrasty style. It's got Mickey, his head sideways with sunglasses on. And then on the back of these particular shirts, there's just like Mickey's foot on a skateboard, but it's a close-up on his foot. So very interesting style. They're cool looking. I like the design of the shirt and the sweatshirt. I've never heard of these before. But if you're into that, if you want skater-themed gear that's still Mickey Mouse, go check these out. You gotta, I love the website name. If you want more information, go to us.cdgcdgcdg.com.
What the what?
That's what the website is. cdgcdgcdg.com. La 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 la.
So it's CDG.
Yes.
CDG.
Okay. How many times are we going to advertise for these people that are paying us nothing? But anyway, go check them out. It's a cool shirt for Mickey Mouse fans. And then finally this week, something I can relate to, thank goodness, but there is new content that's coming out on Disney Plus, specifically for the Halloween season. We've talked about this a little bit on past shows as far as the fact that it's coming, but now it is actually here, and that's exciting. So last week, as October began, we saw the debut of The Scariest Story Ever, a Mickey Mouse Halloween Spooktacular, which we've done a show on before.
Yep, for our Halloween spooktacular.
Our Halloween Spooktacular, in our first year of broadcasting, we covered Scariest Story Ever for our Halloween show. So you can go back and check that. That's somewhere in the first 25 episodes. I don't remember which episode that is. But somewhere in there, you'll find us covering that. This is a full 30-minute episode, all dedicated to the Paul Rudish produced Mickey Mouse characters, but their Halloween tale, which is fun. So go check that out. Available on Disney Plus now. And then starting on October 8th, the new Disney short called Mickey's Tale of Two Witches is going to debut. This is not done in the Paul Rudish style. This is more a Playhouse Disney type of style. But it looks like it should be an entertaining show in and of itself. So if you're new to these cartoons, 2 new cartoons for you to watch with Mickey Mouse and gang on Disney Plus this Halloween season.
And look at all these fancy doodads!
The Mickey Mouse Product of the Week. Now, we really should say products of the week because, as everybody knows, October 1st started the Disney World 50th anniversary celebration. This is the big one. They've been planning this for years and years and years. So, of course, as the celebration begins, they've got to introduce all the merch. And there's a ton of new Mickey Mouse stuff out there. So I'm going to put a link in the show notes to let you take a look at all of this new merch for the 50th anniversary. This stuff is called the Walt Disney World 50th Anniversary Vault Collection. And there's a lot of Mickey Mouse things in here. For instance, there are a whole bunch of different pins that you can get. There's a spoon and thimble set. There are magnets.
Plush?
Oh, yes. There's plush. More pins.
Pins.
Yeah, I think that's a pin.
Pin.
Bobblehead pins.
Oh.
I'm guessing they actually wobble.
The goofy one looks creepy.
He does. He looks not happy to be there. Gosh, I don't want to have my head on a bobblehead.
Dad.
Well, that's what he looks like he's saying. Let's see.
Plush.
Now there's the mini plush, and I'm going to give you the one better. Now, if you want a cool plush, look at, again, and link in the show notes, and you can get this. But there's a Mickey Mouse plush that's part of this, 50th anniversary Vault collection. Now, Mickey is in his Conductor Mickey outfit, similar to what you'd see him like in Mickey's PhilharMagic. He's got a huge head.
That's huge.
It is big. Maybe it's just the angle of the photograph. But definitely check him out. This new plush Mickey Mouse, as part of this collection, can be purchased for $49.99. It's not the biggest plush. It's pretty small for $50. But, you pay a premium for all the 50th anniversary merchandise because it's special. Now, you can find this stuff all around the Walt Disney World stores. Specifically look for this Mickey Mouse plush at the Main Street Cinema shop at the Magic Kingdom. And you should be able to find it there, assuming all of the collectors have not sold it all out.
Are you ready for the show?
All right, buddy. Are you ready to watch some Mickey Mouse?
Oh, yes.
All right, let's do it. So as we mentioned earlier, this is the Season 4, Episode 6 show titled Shipped Out. Now, the official show summary says, Mickey and Minnie go on a cruise ship to relax. But because they're in the VIP experience, they find themselves forced to endure all the activities. I think they're going to be busy.
Oh, boy.
The original air date was August 25th, 2017. This was written by Derek Bachman, Paul Rudish, and Dave Wasson, directed by Dave Wasson, and storyboarded by Dave Wasson.
You said it wrong.
Did I say...
You said Paul Rudish.
Did I say Paul Rudish? I've been so good for the last few weeks since we realized it's pronounced Rudish. And my brain went back to old habits. So, written by Derek Bachman, Paul Rudish, and Dave Wasson. My apologies to the family who may be listening. All right, so how this works, there's going to be a link in the show notes for, watch with us. You can click on that. That's going to take you straight to YouTube. It's free. It will also be on Disney Plus, but we always watch it on YouTube. When Keaton gives you the countdown, go ahead and click on that link and you'll be somewhat synced with us. We will have a small little graphical representation of it down in the corner, obviously heavily covered in logos so that we're not upsetting Disney by releasing their content for free. Alrighty. You're ready? Why don't you go ahead and give us a countdown on this one?
3, 2, 1, go.
Mickey Mouse in Shipped Out. And now we have traffic. Goofy and Donald and Daisy and Mickey Minnie are all in a car stuck in traffic. Donald and Daisy are having a huge argument. Goofy, of course, is singing in the back the common song we used to call 99 Bottles of Beer, but he's changed the words to be a little more child-friendly. So, and of course, just like every other Disney show, I forgot to mention Pluto. And off they go. Mickey and Minnie are absolutely traumatized by all the fighting that they've just experienced. And they really need this vacation. They are so tired and worn out. So, they have the VIP experience, so they're just going to take it easy. And that is fantastic news to Minnie Mouse. Here they are on the cruise ship. I know, look how amazing this place is.
It looks like a Disney cruise ship.
It probably is. So the cruise director's like, let me just relax. And here's your drinks. And this is going to be amazing. So Mickey and Minnie are hanging out now on the deck of the ship. And they are loving it. Daddy like it. So now they're so happy. Oh, wait, they have the VIP experience? That's the big all-inclusive package to all these things on the ship. Woohoo! So they just hit the button. These guys are doing everything. It flips them through the air, and now they're surfing on surfboards. Oh, they just crashed. They're flipping around the pools, down the water slides.
Oh my gosh!
I want to go on those water slides.
No.
Up they go. Oh, now they're getting bungee cords attached to them because they are going bungee jumping off the tower of the ship. Woohoo! Now they're playing volleyball. They're skydiving. They're being fed everything. Zip lining, shows, volleyball. Mickey keeps getting the ball spiked at his face. They're killing us with fun. We're going to talk about that line. Okay, so we're doing too much. We can't relax. But here comes the next activity, paintball. Okay. Ooh, as Mickey gets shot in the butt, he jumps down the hole. Maybe they're safe. No, they're not. You can still see the cruise director's eyeballs, and she's now sending them up. They're going, what is this, paragliding? Oh, parasailing, whatever it's called. They're up in the sky. They're trying to unbuckle because the fireworks are getting shot at them. And now they finally did get unbuckled, and they just fell to the water. And now they're on an island.
Wait!
They just got left behind. And now we're all alone on this quiet island?
Did I just... Those look like the Tiki Room parrots.
Those are like the Tiki Room parrots. We should talk about that. And so, Minnie and Minnie are left all by themselves on a quiet, deserted island. So that was Shipped Out. Whew. Keaton, thoughts on the episode?
What was your favorite part?
I like the part when Mickey said, "We're getting attacked with fun."
Yeah, I think that's like my favorite line from this particular episode because I feel like it's a skewering of the Disney theme park experience, which, as you can tell, we love the Disney theme parks, but I mean, vacations are fast and frantic and They're killing us with fun.
They're killing us with fun!
I love to vacation, but I am not the kind of person that likes just like lying on a beach, with a drink in my hand. That's not my thing. I want to be out doing stuff. So I'm kind of with the cruise director. I'd like to be busy. I'd like to be doing all that VIP stuff. I want to be doing the water slides and the paintball and the paragliding or parasailing or whatever the heck it's called. I want to just sit there. I'd be bored out of my mind. So I'm on that side of things, but Mickey and Minnie just want to relax. They're busy people, busy animals.
I'm not doing that water slide.
Those are awesome water slides. Someday you will appreciate a water slide.
No.
But, I mean, to me, this really is just a fun nod at Disney. They're killing us with fun. I mean, can you kill somebody with fun things? Apparently you can. So I don't know. Like I said, I feel like that line's really targeted at some of the attitudes of like Imagineering and theme park management, where there's just so much fun to be had. They're killing us with fun, and you just want to get away and take a break. What else, bud?
I kind of noticed that the palm trees had like tiki room parrots.
Yeah, now you're bringing me to my next point, which is at the very end of the shorts. Mickey and Minnie, they escape off of their parasails, and because they're shooting fireworks at them, and they fall to the ocean. They get stranded on a deserted small island with birds that look like they could come from the Tiki Room birds. But we remember a similar premise to this in one of the Wonderful World of Mickey Mouse shorts from just a few months ago, called The Enchanting Hut. So my question, and I remember asking this at the time when we watched that show, is this a prequel to that show? Because when we pick up with Mickey and Minnie on The Enchanting Hut, they're stranded on a desert island, and they're trying to build infrastructure to support themselves. And this is the show that strands them on a desert island, a deserted island. So to me, this show comes first, and then immediately go in and watch The Enchanting Hut from The Wonderful World of Mickey Mouse, and you can get some continuity between stranded Mickey and Minnie, which I think is cool. And so that would also mean that those birds that we just saw would be Tiki Room birds. What are you doing?
Darth Vader.
Just because you're in a Star Wars themed room doesn't mean you can make Darth Vader noises. All right, anything else jump out at you? I do love the fact that when Mickey and Minnie are going on vacation, this is from the very beginning of the short, they are surrounded by all the most annoying things that you can have. You've got Donald and Daisy in the front seat, arguing, bickering. Daisy is giving Donald a hard time. Donald is ready to lose his temper. He's just like, they are stuck in traffic. They are stuck in smog. They're stuck in pollution. Meanwhile, they're contrasting the Donald and Daisy argument from the front of them with Goofy in the backseat singing the equivalent of 99 bottles of pop with cleaned up lyrics for, a Disney audience, because you can't actually sing 99 bottles of beer in the Mickey Mouse short. But I mean, of all the annoying songs to hear, 99 bottles of whatever it is not what you want to be hearing.
I want to hear it again.
Well, I don't have the audio plugged in now, but I mean, again, the contrast. Goofy singing the world's most annoying song, Pluto being a dog next to him, and dog slobber and all that kind of stuff, and Daisy and Donald in front of them in traffic arguing.
Hey,
that's like the worst place you could possibly be, and I love how they just exaggerate that as the short starts.
Duck, mouse, mouse, dog.
Yes, the ducks are together, the mice are together, and the dogs are together. That's a very interesting observation. So when they do finally drop off Mickey and Minnie at the port, you get this shell-shocked look as they're just like, what just happened? And if you want that, just pause it at 31 seconds in and you'll see what I'm talking about. Mickey and Minnie looking just shell-shocked with their bags. you can see why they need a break. So now that it's time for them to take a break, let's see all the things that they get to do. And is this indicative of things you can do on a Disney cruise? I don't know. I've never been in a Disney cruise.
Ferris wheel.
There's so much stuff on this ship.
There's a Ferris wheel.
There's a Ferris wheel on this ship. Multiple water slides. We've got surfing. Okay. On like pool style surfing machines. You've got water slides. We've got bungee jumping. All these things all together, and we get Mickey and Minnie's wonderful reaction to them. We've got volleyball, with Mickey Mouse constantly getting spiked in the face by the opponents. We've got skydiving, the indoor kind, where they do it with a big fan underneath you. We've got rock climbing. We've got eating at the buffets. We've got zip lining. They're bringing them on stage with the dancers. More volleyball. And this is when we get the line, "They're killing us with fun." Which leads them right into the next line.
Fun.
Which leads right into the paintball activity. The other thing that I find interesting here, and I don't know if it's any kind of a nod, but they jump through, and I don't know what this is called. I'm not a ship guy, but it's the kind of the right angle vent thing on the ship. Mickey's butt gets stuck in it as it's getting plastered with paintballs, which is kind of a funny gag. But this is the same ship thing, I'm sorry to all the ship people, I don't know what it's called, that Indiana Jones hides in Raiders of the Lost Ark, which I wonder if it's just a small nod to that, because I don't even know if they use these on ships anymore. But I see it, and I think Raiders of the Lost Ark. But that's just me. Alrighty, so this is when they get, they get to parasail into the fireworks show. And why would they launch fireworks when people are in the air on parasails? I don't know. But there's a lot on this cruise. So, any other thoughts, buddy? Nope. All right. So definitely go check out Shipped Out if you want to see them skewer the cruise industry and a little bit of the Mickey Mouse or the Disney parks industry and their attitudes towards vacationing. I would definitely watch this because I think that's kind of funny. I think it's very funny, and I like this short because of it. So go check that out. So that's it, Keaton. You know what it's time for?
Keaton's Joke of the Week.
So, Keaton, I know you love your pun jokes. So what kind of goodness do you have for us this week?
Why did the nurse have a red crayon?
Why did the nurse have a red crayon?
Uh-huh.
She was making a coloring book. She was bored and on her break. None of those are fun. I don't know, buddy. Why did the nurse have a red crayon?
To draw blood.
To draw blood.
When you get shot, boing!
Oh, I know. Trust me, I've had to give blood many times. I've never thought of the nurse having a crayon in that situation, but I like it.
I do not like shots.
No, you do not. And someone's fighting anytime he goes to the doctor, and there's some sort of a sense of him having to have a shot. It's like, trying to pull an angry cat out of a crate. It's like, come on, get inside. It's not fun, but I think a lot of parents can equate with that.
Keaton's Joke of the Week.
All right, so that does it for this week's episode about Shipped Out. It's time to wrap things up. Remember, you can watch all of our episodes over at our website, www.mickeyshortsandmore.com. You can find us wherever you listen to podcasts, whether that's Apple Podcasts, on YouTube, Google Play, Stitcher. Why are you yawning? Amazon Podcasts, whatever it is you're listening to. Just do a search for Mickey Shorts and More, and we should hopefully pop up. You can connect with us on Facebook, on Instagram. Instagram mostly, because that's what we tend to use. But you can at least look for us there so you can be notified when the shows go live, and check out some of our other news on there as well. You can email the show if you would like to send us your thoughts about this episode. Just send that email to mickeyshortsandmore@gmail.com. Or better yet, Let's listen to your own voices. You can send us a voice message at 541-321-0472 so that we can play it on a future show. Next week, it is time to race. As we cover which one, buddy?
Three-legged race.
Three-legged race. It's going to get competitive, so come back and listen to that. Thanks, everybody, for coming by, listening to us talk Mickey Mouse. Hopefully, we've given you some valuable things to go look for and some entertainment as we talk about the show. Remember, our solution to all of life's problems is just to watch more Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse shorts are awesome. They make you laugh. They make you smile. They bond you together as a family. They let you forget your troubles.
I'm gonna forget my troubles!
So definitely go watch more Mickey Mouse. And with that, we will see you next week on the Mickey Shorts and More podcast. Bye!
Bye! Dun, 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 dun. Dun.